live. Hey, hopefully we're live here. It's Josh here at the Proton Chamber. That's right, the Proton Chamber. You can go to theprotonchamber.com now. Ain't that cool? And in fact, look at there, Proton Chamber stickers. So expect those inside of every pack, as you can see here. Well, you can't see that, but that's okay. Expect one inside of every pack, and expect a few in the box when you order yours. So speaking of people who've ordered theirs, where we at? Well, okay, can I flip this camera around? Is that something that can happen here? There we go. There we go. Okay, so we got 3 packs on the workbench right now, and all 3 are very, very close. Pack number 1 is going out to an eBay buyer, Ken, I think. I'm bad with that kind of stuff. You were the first guy to buy one on eBay, so this one's going to you. It's pretty darn close. It needs a little bit of trimmings, a couple of very small parts, and then just some detail and weathering. So yeah, she's good to go. Brains installed. Got the battery pack temporarily hooked up just so we can make sure that everything works along the way. We got some hot glue drying, and these were sitting in place. But look how nice our cable management in there. Linus from Linus Tech Tips would be so proud. No, he probably wouldn't be. Pack number 2. This guy's also going to an eBay seller that I cannot recall because I'm terrible with that. There's bumpers for these already somewhere, so those of you who are going, "Where's the bumper?" Yeah, don't worry. I don't know. There's one over there. See it hiding, and I don't know. There's another one over there somewhere. We've got some throwers here. This turns out to be a lot easier to do multiple at a time, so that works out nice for you guys. You can see here, this one's all guts exploded. Here's our little wand brain from GB Fans. Everything I've got electronic-wise, gbfans.com. It all just hooks together so well and works so great, and it's so easy to modify and stuff. So you can see we've already glued in our lights, our light meter here, a little bar graph, and all of our other lights are all glued in place. This guy, we're just starting to get him wired up and ready. You got to feed a bunch of stuff through here, and I find it's easier to just clip the connectors and then solder them back on later. Work smart, not hard. Same with these giant ribbon cables. I'm sure there's some way to do it and run these through that's where you don't have to cut, but honestly, I snip the ends off of every damn one of them, and I've got a big box of connectors, and I just put a new connector on it. The connectors are kind of fragile, and so there's like a 50-50 chance you're going to break it taking it off or putting it back on. So yeah, just forget that whole thing and just slap a new one on, and this just makes it so much easier to feed through the tube. Now, so you can see this one we've already fed down. Now, we do a lot of little extra things you don't have to do here at the Proton Chamber, but they're so much better, okay? You can just connect this flimsy tube, and you can just run it straight and hook it directly to your pack. Or you can run clear surgical tubing through it as well, and that makes it a lot more stiff. It gives it a lot more character, and it just feels better. I don't know that you can tell a difference in the way it looks. It just feels better when you're wearing it, and so we do a few things like that, just for the wearer. We got a whole roll of our ribbon cable, our big ribbon cable here. We're going to cut that into chunks. FYI, we get our ribbon cables and our brass fittings. I don't have wait, no. We've got a bunch of bins of parts here. So, yeah, see? We've got our pack brass right here. Let me open this up. These look so great. I'm going to hold the camera with my neck and drop it and then set it down. And no. And then, see, there we go. So let's take a look. See, we've got these great brass custom parts from none other than Sean Charlesworth at Charlesworth Dynamics. We get our brass from him. We pick up our ribbon cable. And I've just started using his labels, which are cut. That's right, they're die cut. They're cut for you. I'll pay extra if I don't have to trim those suckers out with scissors and worry about it the whole time in a panic. You can just get them from Sean, and then bam, there you go. So yeah, definitely check out if you're looking for these kind of parts. There you go. You can get the ribbon cables from him. We've got our very cool frosted tubes. We get these from GB Fans as well. It's such a simple thing, but it's got such a lot of little details where you can't just use a clear piece of acrylic. It's got these little frosted cut-ins, and then obviously it's got the little tip on there, so it looks really nice. So there you go. You can see our electronics kind of poking out of this one. Yeah, I guess that's about it for an update. After these three, I got two more frames started right here, and these already have throwers built, so don't worry if one of these three is not yours. These next two will go very quickly, and then on and so on and so on. We've recently kind of increased our setup here in the shop. It's a new shop, so I'm trying to get it built, and of course I still have a little music area over here. And if you were wondering, which you weren't, the Super 73 is up and running, and it's awesome and fantastic, and I can't recommend them enough. I bought my wife one. It will be here in a couple of days. Maybe we'll do an unboxing video. I don't know. But back to the packs. We've got our electronics wired into both of these. And Don, that one's yours over there. I can't remember. I'll have to look. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Can't remember whose this is. But Don, that one's yours. It's going to get sanded and painted black today, and then it will be also loaded full of electronics, and I can start hooking in all the fun stuff like the little cables and all the tubes. So that's really the fun stuff. That's the fun stuff. Putting together, sanding it, painting it, it's really dull. I mean, look at it. It's like the car from Johnny Cash song, One Piece at a Time. It's like, well, this part's purple, and we got some white down there, and you'll notice some purple parts and some pink parts, because it's what I was using at the time. So there you go. So I know it looks very weird, but once it's sanded, and it just needs a little bit of light sanding, we just got to sand off all of this, and then we will prime it, we will hammer it, because that's the other trick. In case I didn't say this enough, after you prime and sand and fill your parts, you got to use some type of this Rust-Oleum hammered finish. This stuff is just fantastic. If I made two parts back to back and one of them I used this on and the other one I didn't, you'd immediately know which one was which. This not only fills in so many of the little 3D print imperfections and lines and telltale signs of 3D printing. Not only does it do, like it even says, hide surface imperfections. Yeah, no shit. Not only does it do that, it just makes the part look more like a piece of metal rather than a piece of painted plastic. I don't know how it does that, but it does that, and it does that well. Look, there's the other bumper I was talking about. See, I'm not lying. A lot of people have asked about the switches we use for power switches. Unfortunately, the ones that are in the movie are very strange. I think they were out of like an 80s PC. I don't know where to get them. You can get them, or you can get replicas, but they are not cheap. And it's not really a part that you see, so I just use a nice, big, satisfying toggle switch. This guy really has a nice to it. So there you go. There's those that we use. People have been asking about the sounds. Can you change the songs? Yes, you can change the songs. I can put whatever songs you want in there. You want Hit Me Baby One More Time? I'll put that on there. I don't care. I don't judge. A lot of people, though, the reason I say that is a lot of people want Cleaning Up the Town. Cleaning Up the Town is not on the card. And so if you're thinking, hey, those 4 songs are okay, but what about the Busboys classic, Cleaning Up the Town? Well, we can just put that on there. You just got to send me an email and say, hey, man, put Cleaning Up the Town. Oh, one more thing. We had a special request, and Crow, if you could run the camera, it would be so helpful. Can you? No? Oh, all right. Here, if I could get Crow to hold this. Can he hold it? Let's see. Crow, will you actually do this? You would be such a good shop assistant if you could. No, he can't do it. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. All right, somewhere down here behind this movie sign that's ready to go is this Wasteland Industries box. This is from, I don't know, the Netherlands. This is from the Netherlands. Spam call me. This thing's from the Netherlands, and what we have here is a smoke kit. One of our customers wanted smoke, and I said, I've been working on that. I've been thinking about that, trying to figure that out. And he said, well, there's a guy with a kit. If I buy the kit, will you put it in? I said, yes, I will. Have it sent to me. So he had it sent to me, so here it is. We're going to try this as a smoke. So I guess I'm not exactly, honestly, I barely even looked at this. I'm sorry if you're the customer that ordered this. I haven't even taken it out of the package, but believe me when I say I'm very excited. My kids are very excited. If this works and this works well, and I can figure out how to make one myself perhaps, then we will definitely have that as an add-on, or hell, maybe even become a standard part in our packs. But also, I'm just curious because there are other props. There are other things that could really benefit from a small smoke machine inside. And so I know a lot of you guys are probably curious as well. So maybe next stream we'll open it up and just take a look and see what we get. Yeah, all right. So feel free to go to theprotonchamber.com, pick up your own pack, and get in line, because right now I've got about 10 packs on order, and 3 of them are about to go out, and 2 more will be right behind it. So then I'll be down to just 5 packs. So those will come together really quick. So, and obviously I'm getting faster and making these, and now I've got a bit bigger and better setup. I can work on more packs at a time, and I may even have an assistant coming. How about them apples? So if you want a pack, order one today. Send me messages if you have any questions. And I guess that's it. I'll see you next time. There's the stop button. That's chat. Now come on. Okay, here we go. Bye.